Hello everyone, Joseph Richardson here at Joseph Richardson Loves Sports. On Twitch, GoDogs1989 if you ever watch my streaming. I don't know if I ended up telling Peyton what my Twitch was. I can't remember. But honestly, maybe it's the YouTube one I forgot. So, that was a 20 plus yarder. Yeah. Possession catch. I had a way of doing that. Thankfully, Tebow's arm strength has been built up. The receiver blocks. Okay, we're not quite in bronze. Okay, 7 yards. Okay, you're in bronze now, but let's not forget the attention was on the other receiver. Now, there are a couple of areas you can go. Okay, it seemed like the other one was circle. Maybe that was square. Yeah. All the defenders. Well, there are. He got in. Oh, that was it? I thought it was 6 seconds. Well, we didn't quite get a silver there, but it was a high level bronze. Well, bronze is still bronze, and I'm still QB1. And thinking that there was a Santa Claus teacher that made me laugh. Well, you know, and whether you're gonna continue studying. And I think that's good to take the bye week to do all that. Okay, so what do we have coming up here? No, Tebow wouldn't do that, would he? Even if other athletes would have done it, I still try to carve them into winners. Because there was a certain standard. Now, that's the thing. Whether maybe my lady friend Bess is watching. I ain't so worried about whether Peyton ends up catching all my channels. I'm sure she knows though that I do like gaming. Yeah, like right at the one. Oh yeah, only 2 options needed. Yeah, that defender was waiting there. He barely had to get in. He might have had more yards if I would have waited on the throw. Like, you got playmakers. I'm not too sure who your best playmaker is. Not a bad catch. You got 19 seconds left. Almost 10 yards there. Mr. Williams. Yeah, I thought the man was Santa Claus. Oh, he actually caught that. Well, we didn't expect. Number 6 can make plays in the slot. There's no doubt in the man. Wrong button. But it's okay. I think we did go to end zone to try to see if we could get 15,000. But you were definitely, while it may not quite get you to that cha-ching, you know, it still got you pretty much in a good position. While you did lose followers when you created a fake account and accidentally posted on your real one, you gotta be able to respond. You gotta be able to know what to say sometimes, and if it means getting roasted, then it does. So, this is definitely a robbery. No. I see that. There's so many alternates, a couple different options, but those are two alternates.
Home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth as always.
So it looks like they had the ball first.
Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
If we can only...
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very...
Look at all your options.
Last time these two teams played, so expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Webb. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive.
Remember, look for any of your options.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He makes the connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Just enough.
Back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Wow, play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field
Aiden
to make that
Marcel.
big catch.
Oh. No. He had his foot in bounds.
Back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Gators get enough for the 1st down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Is this going to be a jet?
2nd and goal. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way.
That's the way.
Touchdown, Gators.
Mazel again.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Aiden Mazel, sophomore.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense.
Open runway ahead. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the
Commitment. Oh, their last names are not on the jersey.
They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got...
I'm pretty sure Tebow says commitment too.
They'll get this drive started.
The fact that our O-line looks better.
Looking for space. It's Webb. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain.
Didn't get much.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
He got 4 more.
These are the types of plays where
Yeah, Mr. Williams wanted to meet me. No, he didn't.
Back to throw. It's Tebow. Complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Livingston. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Really nice stop there from this senior.
Only
leader.
one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Okay.
He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's looking to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Maybe.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long.
Yeah, you should have thrown it under. But
The offense
Aw.
lining up for a first down play.
Let's try to
From the
see if our
shotgun, the
running back
inside
can
game.
get going.
Good,
Well,
solid,
I do miss
determined
the
run
senior
game.
bat
They'll
that
mark
gets,
him down at the
well,
27.
with
Second
the
down here,
transfer
and maybe
portal.
they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
There's some options here.
Comes out throwing on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. He's close to the
You're
first
set
down.
up.
They're going to mark him just a little short.
We're just a yard short.
Territory, third and short from the 40. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right.
That was a bad button.
He flat dropped it.
You pressed the wrong button.
Number 6 of the drive. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
8. Andy Jean. Did he actually get in? I believe.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard
We're
lead.
not giving up.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. They make their good pickup is still short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Let's
Leaves it
see.
with the running back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry
That is
games
good.
always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup
That was
plays
actually
out.
one of the receivers, I believe. No, I don't know. No.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Going to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete in the middle. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Gators have this offense rolling. They'll keep it on the ground. Spins away from the defender.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Cheap viewers on streamboo.com remove the space at chat free.
And he was
Okay.
loose and in the open field and on his way.
defense setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After picking up a
Jesse.
couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Tebow. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. The hand to the running back. Fighting off the defender. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
He got jammed.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. And the Gators are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gators! And the route is on. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
If Mr.
It's
Williams,
just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd
The
down. And they'll be
DBs.
left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Catch in the middle, it's Livingston. And he's not going to make it. The defense
Livingston.
denying him the 1st down.
not sure if even Boardingham could have got that.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Like weighing 82, Tebow's an 82 as well. Okay. Well. Well, we are still looking at a playoff picture, maybe. Yeah, we're still possibly. Well, let's see where we at. We got a little more time, and no, I don't need to tell you what I want to here. Not during the recording session. If I do start recording this, I don't know if I need to tell you because I thought I told you on IG, and yeah, while I did understand that some things I can't talk to you since your sister shares the page with you and she's younger, so completely understandable. If that's you, I don't do best. I just want to say I understand, girl. Trying to think if I should do the tougher pass skeleton, perhaps. Dang, defenders, they couldn't shake the defenders loose, but made up for it with that. Yeah. Why ain't the defense? He actually held on though, but I thought Ho 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 Merry Christmas was the theme.
Hi.
Oh, hey Bess. Man, my leadership's almost up to excellent. I was kind of curious if that was you, and sometimes whether I'm talking to you or not, I'm not too sure. You know, but do I really? Yeah, I might go ahead and Mississippi State. I will. I will. My phone's right over here on the charger. I usually leave, even when it's fully charged, sometimes I don't take it off unless I need to.
Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown.
But,
As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land.
Yeah, I do have. Hey, Bess. Before I check Insta, I got some good news. I should have money for the game again without having to take out extra allowance weeks. I'm pretty happy about it.
Looking for space. It's Webb.
Dang, it's Mississippi State. How in the world? Mississippi State.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Oh yeah.
There he goes. And they're getting it
I keep forgetting to change Tebow's number though.
You can see how electrifying this guy is and how special
Yeah, that is a good play, ain't it, girl? Let me see. Do I try and look at my options here until
off play action on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
I was surprised I even went that way with the receiver. I was shocked that I didn't throw underneath.
They'll throw it on first
Can
down.
you check Insta?
Yeah, I will. Just like that, a TD. Let me grab my phone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you
Yeah,
in
the
so
cord.
many different ways.
I'm okay.
So quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a
I
top
checked my Insta earlier. I guess you hadn't sent me anything yet. But I've asked for nothing, you know. Let me, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that ain't. I need to check.
Reply on Insta not here.
Yo. Yo. Hey, I saw it. So. I have no problem having a tripod, you know. I do that for workouts. I understand. But I'm in the middle of a game, so I don't want to end it just yet.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the
I know I'm
offense.
only in quarter
The
one,
last
but
drive really productive. David wound up with a
as long as my
touchdown. They'll
bet.
try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Is this?
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Quick pass on the jet motion. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I know the receiver though, like here, but let's see if that.
To throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That was a wide open miss. It was a wide open miss.
Wide open downfield. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Gators are on the move.
Hey, I do have an idea though.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown.
I do have an idea, girl. I can end the stream temporarily. But the thing is, my recording time goes up to an hour. Daniels running with the ball that time. We have 3 different bats that contribute.
The Gators sending
This
the
is
offense
probably gonna be
back
an
to work.
ugly game.
David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw.
Into the end zone he goes. A first down for the offense.
They did get a TD, so they're not gonna make it that easy on me.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Tebow. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Sometimes it works, other times it don't.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7.
I'm gonna blow this team out, I'm telling you.
Oftentimes in college football, the best
But hey,
offenses are
can
the ones
you
that can create
wait?
explosive plays,
You know,
just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the
I only
nation
my
in points per
recording
game because they don't
recording
have
only
to
goes
drive
up to an
the
hour.
field. They've got dudes
I can
scattered
change
all
the
over this
settings,
offense
but
that can
rather
take it the
not.
distance on any given play.
Jesse Palmer. Yeah, I used to be obsessed with that man. Season
Florida
5 of
has
The
the ball back,
Bachelor,
and
if
here
you're
comes the
wondering.
offense.
He now
This has
hosts
been
the
exactly
show.
the way you draw things up,
Then,
David. The
well,
offense
he's
has
married
really been
now,
moving the
so
football.
And it's
does
been
it matter
great
that his
execution. They've done exactly
woman didn't
what
work
they
out
had
on The
to do.
Bachelor?
Build the lead.
Well, he's
Now
happily
Palmer's a different
married.
animal. Now you gotta
I don't
protect
know
him.
if he
You
has
can
any
tell they were paying
kids, but
attention in practice
he
this
could
week
be
in the
looking to
film
have
room because
kids.
they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Quick completion on the out. And they
We're
reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going to let it fly. Snags it inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was...
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Honestly, I hate the Georgia no, I hate the Florida Gators, but in
That's the
this
way to
mode, I'm
start
gonna
a
have to beat
drive, and now
my
they'll try to
favorite
follow
team.
up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Tebow. He's going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
The game's
They've been the height of
ugly.
efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Makes his connection. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Finds a tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That completion delivers a 1st down. Firing to the end zone. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Works the middle of the field. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense. The Heat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Back to pass, it's Tebow. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Gator! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
I'm blowing the person out, so who knows how much playing time I get in the second half. Dang, wow, I'm lighting it up. They did score again. Okay, it looks like I haven't been needing the second half, and
Winning can become a habit.
that's nice.
Won back-to-back games, and
I put the game. I only played one half of a game.
That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build.
I know you're ready, baby. I know. I'm not saying anything, babe. I promise.
What dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able
The only
to
loss is Miami Hurricanes.
and do that. Very, very impressive.
so that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been
Let's look at
another
stats.
presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Lagway actually went 3 assists, a TD and interception. Me and him are pretty much same overall, and I was already named the starter before. Lagway is supposed to be a good runner, but yeah, he got it a touchdown. Yeah. Fordingham's still good, but Livingston just so happened to be the better one this year. Yeah. I think it's only because I played one half, though. While I got 4 points, should I be worried about increasing anything else other than quickness? Let's see how the test. Actually, I'm about to wait. I just remembered now. 15 is not available. That's right. I couldn't get 15, so what did I do? I just kept them at number 16. I think there was a grad transfer that might have had that number year 1. But hey, for those on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. God